5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, beautiful people. We are back. If you were with us talking about my favorite revenge movies, then we're back. But if you are just joining us, happy Wednesday. We are here for just a late night chit chat all over the place live. If you have not been here before, this is my talk about anything, talk about everything, talk about some of a lot of stuff live. We actually were just talking about me watching Django for the very first time. You know what? Let me change this caption because we're not talking revenge anymore. But we were actually just talking about me watching Django Unchained for the first time recently, and I was like, Quinn is normally on his P's and Q's when it comes to the casting. I don't know what he was thinking. Why was Kerry there? Why was Kerry there? I have really no idea. Um, because she can't act. Okay, like we just got to be honest about it. Kerry can't act. She she ruins everything. And you know what? I won't even say she ruins everything because I don't watch him much. She not over in my lane. But I was talking about how she ruined The Last King of Scotland. That is a top tier movie. And I was trying to figure out if that was the first time I saw Forrest Whitaker play someone evil. But I do have a poll going in the chat. Okay. Who is the worst actor? Kerry Washington, Gabrielle Union, Sanaa Lathan, or Morris Chestnut? Now, YouTube only lets me add 4 options. And if I could have added 5, y'all know who would have been there? Your boy from Sinners, Michael B. Jordan. But I think these 4 are worse than him. So we had to just filter it a bit. Um, we got to be honest. Morris can't act. I love Morris Chestnut. He gonna give you a dapper, attractive black man. That's all he really gonna give you. There's no layers. So now I can't act. Eric, I'm your mother. But I like Sanaa. I like Sanaa Lathan. Gabrielle Union, I can't stand. I will never watch Bad Boys 2 ever again, and it's because of Gabrielle Union. I don't like nothing that lady do. I don't like her spirit. I don't like her soul. I don't like her eyelashes. I don't like her hairline. I don't like the way she talks. I don't like her voice. I do not like. I don't like it. Yeah, I always say, I've said this before. Gabrielle gives me Mean Girl. Gabrielle gives me conniving. Gabrielle gives me don't trust that bitch over there. Like Gabrielle, that's what Gabrielle gives me. I'm so sorry. Okay. Um, why you gotta add Morris for he's chocolatey and aging gracefully? That he is. He ain't do nothing to nobody. No, he hasn't. He just always plays it safe. Now some scenes are cringy and questionable. All I know is he can't act. But shout out to that man. Okay. Gabrielle Union is lifeless and dull. She's just a mean girl. Sanaa never did anything for me. I actually really like Sanaa Lathan. I actually really like her, but we gotta be honest, and she can't act. TP Morris by default. Now, why by default? Sometimes you turn the sound down and watch. Oh my god. Hey Joseph, thank you so much for being here in the live. Nah, Sanaa Lathan did a good job in Love and Basketball. Okay. I mean, she was alright. It was I probably one of the most passable performances. But that was a stacked cast with a lot of talent. And She had good chemistry with Omar Epps. I like Sanaa. I don't. That's why I don't want to say. I don't really want to get in. I don't really want to say that bad about my girl because I really like Sanaa Lathan. Did anybody ever confirm if she was the one that bit Beyonce? I like Sanaa. I don't have no problems with that lady. I don't want to say nothing bad about her. I even watched that movie she did with Blair Underwood, and I'm not like a romance comedy person. What was that movie called? When Sanaa Lathan was dating Blair Underwood and she chose a white man. Baby, ain't nobody choosing that white man over Blair Underwood. A white woman ain't choosing that white man over Blair Underwood. Nobody is choosing nobody over Blair Underwood, especially not the white man they cast. No. But what was that movie Sanaa Lathan was in where she was like dating Blair Underwood and she was dating a white man and like her family and everybody was very pro-black and her being with a black man, but she chose to be with the white man instead of Blair Underwood. And it was one of the few times Blair Underwood was playing a nice guy. Dang, what was that movie called? Mike Epps was in it. Oh, this is finna bug me. But that's another like passable role she was in, like loving basketball. Oh Lord, I can't think what it was called. But anyway, literally that was what she was known for. She embraced the mean girl title in real life for years and was bitter. That's a like I don't know what I don't know. Did she embrace them? Like did she just make I don't know. Like that's just always been. And you know what? You were just talking about you don't like how Kerry Washington moves her mouth and teeth. I don't like Gabrielle Union's lips. Her lips irk me. Oh my. There's this thing she does. She kind of like purse her lips. I mean, her lips be looking like folded. I don't know what she be doing, but it actively irks my nerves. And she does this little. I don't like Gabrielle Union. I don't like Gabrielle Union. You didn't hear that? Equalize. This was a long time ago. This was around the time Beyonce did. So there was a Jay-Z and Beyonce party. I think it was either like an Oscars after party. It was some kind of after an award show party. And reports came out that Sanaa Lathan bit Beyonce. And it was around the time Beyonce then came out with a song if you want to part of no, that one was that was Tiffany Haddish why Beyonce did that line. But anyway, does anybody I wasn't the only one there. Like it was a whole thing about Sanaa Lathan bit Beyonce at a party. Now I was kind of mixing up the memory with Tiffany Haddish talking about this party with Beyonce, but yes, it was a whole thing. Thank you. That's what it was called. Something new. That's what it was called. I forgot the name. I like The Family That Prays. It is probably the only Tyler Perry movie I like. But are we trying to say Sanaa Lathan did good acting in The Family That Prays? Like, is that what we're trying to say? It's a great movie, but I don't know if that's what we're trying to say. It gives fake Valley Girl whenever Gabrielle smiles and opens her mouth. I can't stand. I don't like her smile. I don't like her lips. I don't like her lips are like and I feel like I don't know if her lips are just oddly shaped or if she does that. Like it's just like something she does with her lips that gets on my nerve. She did it a lot in Bad Boys 2. Like she was. Oh God, I literally can never watch Bad Boys 2 because of her. Is he Australian? I just know it was some dull white guy. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. We ain't finna. Now, we're not finna play. Now, we're not finna play. That's what we not gonna do. Because Vivica Fox is a motherfucking legend. And she should have been the bride in Kill Bill. And I stand behind that. Vivica Fox be acting down. I don't care where her career is now. Vivica Fox can motherfucking act. And we're not even finna play on that. People say Vivica A. Fox can't act, but I think she can. She especially proved herself in Kill Bill. She proved herself tenfold in a lot of movies. What was that movie where all them women was in love with Lorenz Tate? She killed in that. I just saw Set It Off for the first time. She fucking triple double killed and Set It Off. Ooh, Vivica was acting her ass off and Set It Off. We're not finna play with Vivica A. Fox. We are not finna play with Vivica A. Fox. She was acting down to Independence Day when she was calling for that dog to come up, get up out get away from that fire. Look, we're not finna play with Vivica Fox. That's what we not finna do. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. We're not finna play with Vivica. We're not finna do that. Okay. Vivica Fox is a thespian. Vivica Fox is an auteur. Okay. We're not finna play them games. Let's be for real. Okay, let's be for real. We're not even finna do that. But let's see where the poll is swinging. We have Gabrielle Union in the lead at 50%, and then Kerry Washington at 33%, Morris Chestnut in third place at 17%, and my girl Sanaa Lathan sitting strong at 0%. Shout out to Sanaa Lathan, because babe, I didn't even really want to put you there, girl, because you know we homies. But objectively, Sanaa can't act. But yes, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? That's what it was called. I watched that when I was a kid. All them women in love over that little man. But Vivica Fox be acting. Vivica Fox be acting down. Okay, like we ain't even finna play. But and let's not act like it's not some famous, like, top Hollywood actors that can't act. But Vivica ain't one of them. Okay, Vivica be look. No, not what's love got to do with it, child. That's Angela Bassett. That's Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne. Even I know that much. But let me see, what else are we going to? You know what I want to talk about? We finna talk about how these people in my apartment are literally losing their mind. Sick in the head. Sick in the head. So we have, what would you call it? We have like this resident app, right? Where like all the residents can like make a profile, and you can like post, like the apartment complex will post like events, and then the residents can like post stuff, like, so for example, you can post new to the area, any good Mexican restaurants, or you could post, hey, I'm trying to rent one of the boardrooms, how do I get a pass? Like, you, it's just like a open forum type of thing for all the residents that live in my building, right? Y'all, I have slowly over the last months watched the things that people will post in there. And when I tell you, it is some of the wildest stuff. So you know that saying of like, can I borrow some brown sugar like from your neighbor or something like that? These people be in there talking about, anybody got some olive oil? You, and so some of the wildest, baby, some of the wildest things that I have seen in there is, does somebody have 3 tablespoons of olive oil? I'm trying to make this meal. And then I saw somebody say, anybody got 2 nails? I'm trying to hang something. And then I saw somebody say, Any- Anybody got a Roku remote? The way I be looking at this, because it'll like pop up alerts when people post. The way I be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Does anybody have a Roku remote? Like, so my aunt and my cousin stays in the building too. And one day, finally, I just was like, do y'all be seeing the stuff that people be putting in the damn app asking for stuff? Like, it's the weirdest stuff. Like, I just be like, what is, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Because who does that? Like, who does that? So when I finally brought it to my aunt, and I'm mad I can't 100% think of like all the wild, completely unhinged stuff that they be posting, asking people for. But it just, like I said, asking does anybody have 2 tablespoons of olive oil? Does anybody have the one that really got me was the Roku remote? Does anybody have a Roku remote? Bitch, if you don't just go buy you a Roku remote, like, are y'all sick? Oh, somebody was in there. Does anybody have 2 AA batteries? Bitch, go to the store. Like, are you crazy? Like, what is wrong with y'all? But y'all, when I tell you the ish escalated to psychotic levels today, y'all will never believe what somebody posted in there asking neighbors for. Like, y'all literally cannot guess. I see the alert pop up on my phone. Does by chance, baby, by chance, does anybody have negative 6.5 contact lens? What? Y'all niggas is trying to borrow contact lens? Prescription contact lens? Y'all niggas is what? Y'all, these people are unhinged. They're sick in the head. Because what next thing you know, somebody gonna be in there saying, does anybody have an extra rib condom? Like the stuff these people jump. I was like, you know what? At this point, throw the whole app away. Because they can, I said the apartment complex need to just get rid of this thing. Because it's unhinged. These people are crazy. Next thing you know, somebody gonna be, does anybody have some red thongs? I could like they gonna I saw, baby, what you mean? Does anybody have prescription negative 6.5 contact? What do you mean? What do you mean? It just, and I mean, this is daily. That's why I'm so mad. I can't like really remember like all the unhinged stuff that they have jumped in here and asked people for. Like sometimes it's normal. Like somebody was like, does anybody have jumper cables? Okay, whatever. But asking, can you get some olive oil? Asking, can you get a Roku remote? Asking, can you get a contact lens? Are y'all sick? Like, are y'all mentally well? I mean, that's what we had. That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed. When I'm telling y'all, throw the whole fucking app away. Get. I feel like I'm in a building with crazy people, And first of all, you're insane to be asking random strangers for this stuff. But also, why in God's name would I want 3 tablespoons of olive oil out of somebody else's kitchen? Bitch, I don't know what's going on in your kitchen. I don't know what kind of state of cleanliness your kitchen is in. I don't know what you could do. Look, I don't borrow crazy stuff. My mom used to always say, stop coming to my house shopping. I would go to my mama's house, get some tissue. That's different. And like I said, my aunt and cousin stay in the building. I would be like, hey, y'all happen to have some Ziploc bags? I just ran out. That's normal because I know them. But I am not hopping on the resident community app to ask random strangers who are my neighbors can I get some olive oil? Can I get the prescription negative 6.5? Matter of fact, I want to see if anybody responded to the girl about the contact lens. Because are you like, girl? First of all, contacts expensive. I just went to get exam for glasses and contacts. Buying contacts is expensive. Sharing contacts is nasty work. But even if it's like unopened contacts, because like I do the dailies. So would I just have contacts? Yeah, sure. I'm blind as hell. I could have the prescription she was asking for, but bitch, why would I give you my motherfucking contacts? I'm telling y'all, these people be asking for the strangest thing. Oh, it looked like she deleted it. Yeah, it's gone. She deleted it about the contacts. When I tell y'all, these people be asking for the most. Oh, here go one. Anyone got a sewing machine I can borrow? Bitch, what? Bitch, what? A sewing machine? Why are you asking? Girl, if you don't just go buy you fucking needle and thread, if you don't just go buy you girl, like y'all, they are unhinged. Anybody got some packs of bottled water? Anybody got a hammer and some tape? If y'all don't go to the fucking store, we are not snowed in. Go to y'all, they be on this thing. I'm like, I really want to be like, if y'all don't just get rid of this, the residents are acting like this is the Wild West. Just get rid of it. Please just get rid of it. But the asking, does anybody have my prescription? Anybody have negative 6.5 prescription contacts? That takes the cake. That takes the absolute cake. Hey, Faith Family of Fun Reviews. Thank you so much for being here in the live. Shout out to you. Hey, everyone. What's going on with your YouTube, Nickey? Oh, shoot. You know what? Oh, okay. The wrong title. Oh, shoot. Okay. I didn't realize this title was on the video. So I had planned a go off with Nickey, and I was going to talk about exiting YouTube, but that wasn't supposed to be this, and I didn't realize that was the title. We just did a live talking about revenge movies, and then I was like, I got energy, like let's talk. So I went to my streaming thing, and there's a what do you call it? Like an option to just like copy a stream so you can just go live. And I like copied this one because it already had the thumbnail for Go Off with Nickey. I didn't realize that was there. I just went to like the end of the thread, like the title, and just added Kerry Washington, but I didn't pay attention that was there. But I did say in my video on my revenge movies that I got a few content coming, and then that's gonna be like probably the last y'all hear from me as far as like making content. Hey, Tyra, that's fancy. My hood could never. That's rich people. This feel like scrub behavior, not rich people behavior. Because why are you begging neighbor? Go to the store. Like, it is literally so weird. And I'm like, I think because like the last apartment I was in had something kind of like this, but it wasn't like a app. It was like a section in the resident portal, but it was very much monitored. If you post something, it had to be approved by the office. And it would typically be like, I'm selling a dresser, or does anybody happen to be a dog walker? Like stuff like that, normal things. But at this building, it's an app, and these people are goddamn unhinged. Because why would you ask random strangers if they happen to have your prescription contacts? Why are you getting on the app for the neighbor saying, can I get 3 tablespoons of olive oil? Bitch, go to the store. It is just the weirdest thing. I'm talking about that's going to be next. Because someone asked for a Roku remote. First of all, who just has Roku? I got a Roku TV. I need my Roku remote. It goes to my Roku. Who just can give you a Roku remote? Bitch, go get a remote. But that's going to be, hey, anybody got a Netflix password I can get? That's going to be next. Like, they act like a bunch of scrubs. It is the weirdest thing. That part too, Danny. Because when I be out in the building, niggas don't speak. Y'all too personal. I say hi, bye, and I thought your thing said something else. Y'all too personal. I say hi, bye, and how are you if we meet up in an elevator or lobby, and that's if I'm in the mood to talk. When I be running into people in the building, it's 50-50. Or you know what? It's probably like 70-30. 70% of people don't really speak. 30% of people speak, but they be friendly as hell in the little app. Like, they literally be announcing themselves. Just moved into the building. Can't wait to meet the neighbors. And then people be oh, hi, Chelsea. So glad you're in the building. You're gonna love living here. I just be like, ain't that lady that just saw me the other day? And they said, like, I like to keep to myself. I haven't posted in there, but I have commented a few times. Sounds like an excuse to know someone or bother someone. I mean, because you got to be a different kind of individual to be like, hey, yeah, I got 3 tablespoons of olive oil you can get. I just... You can, because I lost my Roku remote and I've had to buy another one for my old TV. These people are weird. Like, I'm so sorry, but they are. They're weirdos. And it's crazy because they're like super friendly in the app. I go to quite a few of the building events, especially when they have alcohol. Oh, baby, I'm gonna show up. I be like the Lone Ranger. I just be by myself, and I be trying to like insert myself into people conversations. They be clicked up. They be clicked up at the building events. Y'all friendly as hell in the resident app though, but y'all ain't friendly when I actually see y'all in person. It is just, you know what? I bought a Fire Stick last year, and I literally haven't been able to use it in like 6 months because I lost the Fire Stick remote. I swear to God, I must have accidentally thrown it away. I don't know where it is. I literally live in a studio apartment. It ain't but so many places something can be. I swear to God, that Fire Stick remote literally disappeared. And Fire Stick like Roku, you can get an app on your phone, but it gets on my nerve. I don't want to use my phone. That be aggravating me. It's good for like a short period of time to get you by until you. But I was like, you know what? Just F the Fire Stick. I'm just over it. But yeah, it. But I have a system. I put my remote in one of two places. I either put it on my little table by my sofa that I usually sit my drinks on, or I put it on my nightstand. That's it. I don't put it nowhere else because usually I'll like carry the remote through the apartment with me if I like go to the kitchen. I don't do that no more because I don't know what the hell happened. I swear to God, that Fire Stick remote grew legs and walked away. I've never seen Scandal. It's just it. I never had an interest. I know that's the show when she in love with the white man. Kerry Washington's acting hasn't improved. That washing power broke what? That washing power broker TV show she had gave me headaches and got on my nerve. Oh, Queen Latifah, LL Cool J. I'm trying to think. I think those. Oh yeah, those are the. I guess you got to throw Will Smith in there. Those are the top like rappers turn actors that can really act. And I just saw Boys in the Hood for the first time. Unfortunately, I can't add Ice Cube. I feel like Ice Cube can act, but Boys in the Hood was like next level. I thought that was the best acting I've ever seen Ice Cube do in my life. And I've seen a lot of Ice Cube movies. If he would have stayed that, I don't know what John Singleton was able to get up out of him. Um, but that was some other. But yeah, Queen Latifah can really act. I was blown away when I saw what is it called when they was robbing that bank. I was like, I ain't never seen Queen Latifah act like this in my life. Yes, yes. You had neighbors asking you. You know what? So I'm not the only one unhinged neighbors because are you? So you know how crazy I would look at people. Don't ask me for a grocery bag. Like, don't ask me for a garbage bag. Don't ask me for shit if I don't know you. The most I'll do, I was outside walking my dog once, and somebody was like, "Hey, can I get one of your poop bags?" And I was like, "All right." Even though I wanted to say, "Well, it's poop bags over at the little stand," but I was just like, "All right." That's about as far as I'm gonna go. Don't ask me for nothing that's up in my apartment. Because I'm just gonna look at you like you crazy. I wish the hell. Why are you asking me for alcohol? Oh hell. But yeah, and you know what I thought was the coolest event we had? We had a wine tasting and they had like a actual oh, what's the person called? I just forgot. They're called something like the person that comes and like educates you on the wine. But yeah, they have a lot of like open bar events. I remember I was hyped. I was like, oh, she was an open bar. Oh, about to parlay. Yes, it'd be so fun. Come on now, baby. Come, sister girl. I like surviving the game. I like Tutuola. Ice-T is not a very good actor. And that's my favorite line of all time from New Jack City. I quote that all the time. But he cannot act. Like he, you know what? Ice-T isn't he has some questionable moments. Ice-T isn't bad. Ice-T isn't terrible. But he ain't no Queen Latifah. Like Ice-T gives me actor turned rapper turned actor. Like he doesn't give thespian. It's just no. No, it's not called connoisseur. It's I can't remember what it's called. It's a word. It's a word for it, but I can't think. everything they post. I be like, literally, that's my response. Order it. I remember, and I be in those situations. I'm like, dang, I'm out of whatever. If you don't order DoorDash or Instacart or get in the car and go, like, if you don't go to the store, oh, thank you. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Thank you, Zoe. Yes, that's what it's called. I couldn't think. That's what the wine educator that comes and was like telling us about the wine. That's what he was called. Yes. Oh, I know this must be a joke. I have talked countless times on this channel about how bad of an actor Common is and about how he ruins every movie he plays in. You working again, John? Common is the stiffest. I would take Michael B. Jordan's overacting. I would take Kerry Washington's acting. At least Kerry Washington and Michael B. Jordan going to emote. Common is going to be a stick on the log every time. He's going to give you nothing. He ruins everything he plays in. He is a sore thumb. I don't know why that man keeps getting cast. He better be lucky I'm not casting. Because, sir, go home. Sir, go to hell. Common has to be literally top 3 worst working actors of all time. And I'm not exaggerating. Common is terrible. Common is terrible. I can't remember. I saw New York Undercover as a kid. I haven't seen it since. I don't even remember Ice-T being on that show. So I can't comment on that. I don't even remember at all. But yeah, I feel like living in this building, it don't be boring. It's never a dull moment. And I'm not even going to tell y'all, oh Lord, why I had the craziest experience. Because you know how like you walk the neighborhood? I walk pretty far in my neighborhood with my dog. Like I be walking. And there's a stadium nearby, right? And I always walk through the stadium, like their property. Like I walk across the lot. Like I walk across a lot of buildings or businesses, like a lot, like with my dog, right? And it's never an issue. I'm not gonna tell y'all. One day I'm just la-da-da-ing, walking across the stadium, and I can see they're having an event. People are trying to like pull up for the event, but I'm not part of the event. I'm literally dressed real shabby. You can tell I'm like walking my dog. It's like midday. I have on what's them ugly shoes? What's them ugly Crocs? I have on some Crocs and I have a Chihuahua. You can tell like I ain't up to nothing nefarious. I'm trying to walk, right? And it was like some cops and they were like stopping some people, looking through their bag, let them go. But then some other people came, they turned them away. And I saw them turn quite like a lot of people around. But I'm thinking it don't have nothing to do with me. This must be the event that's going on at the stadium. So I literally just try to walk past the cop. So the cop says, ma'am, you can't walk through here. I still don't stop walking. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going home. I walk through here all the time. When I tell y'all, I see why black folks be getting killed. These cops are unhinged. When I tell you this cop got so extremely aggressive, jumped in my face and started talking. The way I just turned around and I didn't want to hear what he had. See, like I'm not gonna play this game. I'm not gonna stand right here while you get in my face, super aggressive. I said, hell no. So I turned and I honestly don't know what he said because I literally started to like tune out. Like, you ever get to a point you literally just tune out? I can't even tell you what he said. So I just turned around, and that's when it was like two white people that I saw him turn away was like, oh, the stadium got a bomb threat, so they're not letting anyone go through. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. That's literally all the cop had to say. Like, I walk through here all the time, even when they're having events, and they always just let me fly on through because I don't have anything to do with the people trying to actually go inside of the stadium. I'm just walking through. And I'm just like, you escalating the situation. Like, yes, I kept walking when he told me not to, but you didn't tell me why I can't walk through, so I'm gonna keep walking. Like, why can't I just walk? All you had to do was say, well, ma'am, I understand you're trying to go home, but you're gonna have to go around the stadium because we got a bomb threat. We can't let nobody on the property. And I literally would have said, oh, okay, and just turned around. But you're not gonna tell me that I can't walk somewhere that I literally walk every single solitary day without giving me like a reason. But it's just like so crazy to me because I feel like cops have a very like, I'm the authority, and like whatever I tell you, like you're supposed to just like do it, no questions asked. No, that's not how this works. You're not finna just tell me not to do something or to no, you're gonna have to tell me why, because if it don't make no sense, then I'm not gonna do it. But when I tell you, it was like the craziest experience, and I don't even know if I can like relay it to like the effect of what the experience was. Because when I tell you, he got like, I literally feel like if I wouldn't have just turned and walked away and not said nothing, like, was you gonna beat me down with my little chihuahua? Like, what do you think I'm doing? I was dressed like a bum. Like, matter of fact, I think I had a bonnet on my head because this was like midday when I'm in the house chilling and then my dog needs to go out. I think I had a bonnet on. I'm wearing Crocs and I have a tiny 6-pound chihuahua. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? Do you think I have a bomb? Like, all you had to do was say, and then it's crazy because I actually got in this same experience a few days ago. They were having an event at the stadium. I was walking my dog. I went to walk across the stadium, and this time it was a white lady, and excuse me, she was like, do you work at, and again, I'm walking my dog. I didn't look like a bum this time though, but I was walking my dog, and she stopped some other people, but I kept going because again, I do this all the time. And she goes to say, excuse me, ma'am, do you work at the stadium? We're only letting the employees get into the stadium. So I said, no, I'm walking my dog. We're just walking across to the other side. And she's like, oh, well, I know you guys probably do that a lot, but we're having to be way more strict. So when we can't let anybody on the property. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, that's all you have to do is fucking explain. Just talk to people. Like, don't get, she wasn't aggressive. She just was like telling me, like, hey, I can't let you. And I was just like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. But you know, the funny thing, there was another event at the stadium the other day. This was oh no, this was the same day, but a different time of the day. It was some black girls that was at the little barrier. And I was walking over there, and it's been hell hot. And I said, they ain't let me cross earlier, but I'm fucking hot. The sun is burning me to death. I don't want to walk around. So I'm walking over. So I specifically walked to the black girls that's at the little barrier. And I said, hey, can we just walk through to get to the other side? They said, go ahead. Go ahead. Because what do y'all think I'm gonna do? Like, I understand, okay? Y'all got y'all protocol. I guess, I don't know, terriers, they got to be real serious about terriers. But what do you think somebody with a chihuahua is finna do? Like, baby, just let me walk through. But I was like, that's what I'm talking. See, when it was the black girls up there, they just said, baby, go ahead. Because all I'm doing is walking across the property to the other side. I just want to cut to the other side. I don't want to have to walk all the way around the block. I just want to cut. I just want to cut through. Oh, but Yeah, getting in someone's face like that, he was looking for violence and to feel his. I'm just like, it was the crazy, like, because I'm walking across the stadium, like, and I wasn't even like near the stadium. Like, the stadium has a whole like like paved concrete area like all around it, the front and the back. Like, it's huge. I wasn't nowhere near the actual stadium. I wasn't going in the state. I'm literally just walking across like the paved area. And I wasn't close to him when I was like, he had to literally come over and jump in directly in my face. Like, in. I said, "Oh, hell no." And I literally didn't say, I just turned. I said, "Oh, hell no. Hell, you're not gonna kill my black ass because, well, who gonna take care of my dog? Like, no, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get out of here." It was literally so I was just like, who gets that angry and aggressive because you manning the fucking barrier? Like, if you don't get out of here, unhinged, unhinged. And I literally was like, I see why y'all be shooting people. Like, somebody needs to be here to de-escalate y'all. Like, how are you turning this? And I'm like, something this simple. So imagine his unhinged ass at like a traffic stop and somebody reach for a wallet or something. Because something this simple, and I literally am walking a chihuahua, and I literally am not carrying I'm not carrying anything. I get in my apartment, it's like a keyless thing, like it's electronic, like you use your phone to get in. So I'm literally walking with nothing but my cell phone and the leash with the dog attached. That's all I have. Sir, what do you think I'm doing? What threat have you assessed that I am? Like, please, sir, please. I think Method Man's acting skills have progressed over the years. He came a long way from how high. Um, Look, we gotta be honest, even about the people we like. Um, I like Method Man. Method Man is not a good actor. I'm so sorry. And we were just talking about the movie Peppermint in the previous live. Method Man makes a cameo in there. The acting is cringe. I'm sorry. Method Man cannot act. Let me think. What has Method Man played in? Because the Peppermint is what's fresh in my mind because we were just talking about it. Um, I think I saw How High way back in the day when it came out. I don't even know. I'm not sure. I don't remember anything. I don't know if I've seen it or not. I think maybe I did way back in the day, but what has he played in? I haven't seen him on Power because I don't watch that spinoff. Dang, Method Man got a lot of acting credits. God damn. Method Man was in Vampires versus the Bronx? I don't remember him in there. He plays in a lot of stuff, but I have not seen. Oh, here's Peppermint. Okay, I guess I really haven't seen Method Man act very much. Oh, he was on Luke Cage. I haven't seen him act in very many things because he got a lot of credits and I don't know any of them. Um, Lord Jesus. Ew, he was on SVU and he was terrible. Oh, he was in Venom. I remember that. That movie is terrible. Method Man can't act. Look, it just is what it is. Oh, he was on Boston Public. I used to love that show. I don't remember him on there. Okay, so really the only thing I can really speak to is Method Man and Peppermint, and the acting was very cringe. It was really bad. I'm sorry. But I'm not as familiar with his work as everybody else we discussed. So I can't really say. You say he's gotten better, so hey, maybe he has. I can't speak on it because, like I said, it's just really Peppermint in my mind. Um, when I think of most deaf acting, I think of the movie with Bruce Willis when they was trying to kill Most Def because he witnessed David Morse and some of the other crooked cops. So let me look up his filmography. Um Most Def, though, off the top of my head, he's not a good actor. He's not a bad actor. He has some questionable performances, but he's okay. I feel like these rapper turn actors don't take acting lessons. Like that's what it gives to me. They don't. It doesn't feel like they're getting into character and they're really like embodying another person. Oh, I like Next Day Air. Oh, he was on House. I did see Cadillac Records. He was Gangstalicious. 16 Blocks. That's the movie I was just talking about. The Woodsman, The Italian Job. Um, he was in Monsters Ball. I remember watching Monsters Ball way back in the day. I do not remember him. Oh my God, he was in Carmen. I used to love that movie. I used to love Carmen. Most Def was terrible in there though, but I used to love that movie. Yeah, Most Def is a questionable to subpar actor. Not bad, not good. Questionable to subpar. Um, yeah. No one will top Denzel Washington yet, man. On fire, Denzel top notch acting in that. Well, we're specifically talking about rappers turn actors, but if we're just talking about like top actors, I was just saying in my last video because we talked about Man on Fire and The Equalizer. I wasn't a Denzel fan. I didn't understand the Denzel hype until that early 2000s, like a whole decade, like run Denzel had. Remember the Titans, Training Day, Out of Time, Man on Fire, like that era, that it was like an early 2000s, like 10-year run that Denzel had. That's when I jumped on the Denzel train. As much as I loved Pelican Brief and Fallen, and movies like that, I don't know. I was just that person. I was like, I don't get the Denzel hype. If I had to name my top 100 actors, Denzel would not be on the list. But as much flack as people give, like, oh, why did he not get an Oscar until Training Day? That was the era where I really stood up, like, oh, damn, Denzel is killing this. Like, that's when I really jumped on the Denzel train. So now if I had to list like my top 30 actors, Denzel would absolutely be on the list. Method Man did good in Godfather of Harlem. I've never seen Godfather of Harlem. Peppermint was years ago, so that's why I'm like, I can't really speak on Method Man. I'm not up on his last, I don't know, 10 years of acting. So maybe he did do really well. Maybe he has improved. Childish Gambino, he's a good rapper, actor. I feel like the only thing I've ever seen Childish Gambino in was that horror movie where they were like doing experiments to like bring people back from the dead. And I thought he was a solid actor in there. But I feel like that's the only thing I've ever seen him in, if I'm remembering correctly. Um, But he was good because I remember watching that movie and I didn't know he was an actor. Like I didn't know who he was, and I was like, oh, because he just felt like an actor. Like he didn't feel like. Let me see if I've seen him in anything else. That's all I can think of though was that horror movie, and like I said, he did good. I've never seen Atlanta. Yeah, he has a lot of acting credits, and I've never seen any of this stuff. Spider-Man. He was in Spider-Man? What the hell? And it's great. Like I love that song, that Redbone song. That's the only song of his I know, and I love that song. And I remember watching The Lazarus Effect. That's what it's called. That's the only thing I've ever seen him in. Yeah, that's the only. But like I said, he was good. So from just that one movie, I would say he is one of the good actors turn. I mean, why do I keep saying actor turn rapper? Have we ever had an actor turn rapper? Has that ever been a thing? But yes, I don't know enough of his work. Like I said, I only know that one movie. But off of that one movie, I would say he was a good actor. He felt naturalistic. He fit in. Like I said, I didn't know he was who he was. I thought he was just an actor. Most Def, last I heard, he went over the deep end, moved to South Africa, and was fighting expulsion from South Africa. That was several years ago. Wow. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Um, yeah, I haven't heard about that at all. I love Denzel too. Will Smith is also really good to me. Will Smith is definitely the number one. Now, is Will Smith the most talented rapper turned actor? I guess that's subjective, but I would say no. But he is absolutely, without a doubt, whether you like him or not, the number one most successful actor. I mean, rapper turned actor. Like Will Smith, out of all rappers turned act, Will Smith turned himself into a bona fide movie star. Movie star. And that's why I'm like, I don't know what happened to LL Cool J. LL Cool J is a top tier. So when we talk about the most talented rappers turned actors, I would talk about LL Cool J. LL Cool J had a phenomenal run of movies. Phenomenal. And he was great in them. Now, yeah, I had to think on it a second. Yes, I would say LL Cool J is a good actor. That movie with the of course we know Deep Blue Sea. We know I just saw Into Deep, the movie that I love where he's like an FBI agent and they go to this training on an island and they start getting killed off. LL Cool J is a really good actor. He's a solid actor. He should be out here getting the work that common stiff ass acting is getting. Where's LL Cool J? And why did he stop acting? Denzel should have won an Oscar for Malcolm X. Let me look up Denzel filmography. Because I know y'all know that early 2000s, like that 10-year run that I'm talking about, but I can't think of all the movies off the top of my head. I just know it was like that batch of Remember the Titans, Out of Time, Man on Fire, Training Day, Antoine Fisher. That's when I became a Denzel fan. So it's a lot of flack when people be like, why Denzel had to be crooked before he got an Oscar. It's a reason. Training Day was. Let's not play like Training Day isn't one of the greatest movies of all time. Like, let's not even play. But let me see. Okay. Not Will Smith. Will Smith must be talking about me. Is that just a Southern thing where you like, if you accidentally say someone's name, that means they're talking about you? Like, have y'all heard that? Or is that just where I come from? Like, you know how like I just accidentally said Will Smith. Like, if you're meaning to say like Patricia, but you say Lisa, that means Lisa talking about you. Have y'all heard that? Let's see. Where is the first thing that I saw? Oh, you know what I think my first experience with Denzel was, and this is probably why I wasn't a fan. Ricochet. Does anybody remember the early 90s buffoonery that was Ricochet? Hated that movie. Oh, that was such a corny, cheesy movie. I never saw Malcolm X. I love the Pelican Brief. Philadelphia was good. I just saw Crimson Tide for the first time, so I didn't see this back in the day. I remember Virtuosity. That was another terrible movie. I saw Courage Under Fire. I never saw The Preacher's Wife. Loved Fallen. Never saw He Got Game. Love The Bone Collector. Love The Hurricane. Now, the Hurricane was 1999. Bone Collector was 1999. Now we're finna get into that. And this is the era I was talking about. This is a phenomenal run starting in 2000. You know what? Don't even start in 2000. We're gonna start in 1999. The Bone Collector. No, you know what? We gotta start in 2000 because I didn't hop on a Denzel train until the 2000s because I love The Bone Collector, but honestly, I was still very much. I don't get the Denzel hype because I was just like, I'm not impressed. That's what 12-year-old me was saying. I was like, I'm not impressed. 12-year-old me was not impressed with Denzel's acting. And like I said, we just named a handful of movies of his that I love. Not impressed. I saw Fallen. I was not impressed. I saw Pelican Brief. I was not impressed. But then we get to 2000. Remember the Titans. Don't even ask me how, why, who, what, when, where I saw that movie because that is not my type of movie. Loved Remember the Titans. I distinctly remember seeing that on TV back in the day. Training Day. This is the era that made me finally say, I'm a Denzel fan now. I wasn't impressed pre-2000, but this run of Remember the Time, and I'm talking about not just the movies, because like I said, he had solid movies, but I'm talking about performance-wise. Performance-wise, pre-Remember the Titans, I was not impressed with Denzel as an actor. Good actor. I'm not saying he wasn't a good actor, but I wasn't impressed because anybody who was around in that time, Denzel was like and I was like, I don't get the hype. Remember the Titans, Training Day, John Q, Antoine Fisher, Out of Time. Baby, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mega performances in the span of 3 years. Back to back to back bangers. Man on Fire, Manchurian Candidate, Inside Man, Deja Vu, American Gang. Denzel was in his bag. Denzel was on his shit. You hear me? Yo, Denzel said, don't play with me. Denzel said, don't play with me. And I said, you know what, Denzel? Let me stop playing with you, sir. Taking a Panhandle 1, 2, 3, that was good, but that ain't the performance. Book of Eli, Unstoppable. And of course, we got the man now. But this was the era that I was just talking about. That original 10-year, that early 2000s decade. Remember the Titans, Training Day, John Q, Antoine Fisher, Out of Time, Man on Fire, Manchurian Candidate, Inside Man, Deja Vu, American Gangster, Book of Eli caps off the decade. That is the run that made me a Denzel fan. That was the run where I said, I'm impressed with the acting. So as much flack, and I remember Jadakiss put it in his song, why Denzel had to be crooked before he took it. Why, whatever. That song, why he did. And I'm telling you, objectively, it's a reason. The same way somebody said earlier, Morris Chestnut, like I said, he can't act, but they said, oh no, he can act, he just plays it safe. That is how I felt when it came to Denzel. I was never impressed or blown away by the acting performances. I felt like he's always going to play it safe with the roles he takes. I didn't get, and also, obviously, this is stuff is subjective, but also when I think of my favorite actors, Steve Buscemi, Ray Liotta, Al Pacino, I'm talking about the era, the 90s. Denzel wasn't nowhere near the type of people that were my faves. I like a certain intensity. I like a certain, like, I was just like, for me, for 12-year-old me, 10-year-old me, I was not impressed with Denzel. I felt like he was always gonna play it safe. He wasn't really gonna cross no boundaries. Solid, he gonna always just be an attractive, solid performer. And when we get to Remember the Titans, it's still a play it safe role, but and you know what? I did like training. I mean, not training day. I did like Remember the Titans, but I do feel like now I'm talking more into it, and so I'm remembering. I think I still wasn't a Denzel fan. I wasn't on the train with Remember the Titans. I feel like it was Training Day that made me sit up and be like, "Oh shit! I didn't know this nigga could do this." That was the first not play it safe role. And it's like, as much as there was so much discourse about why he had to be crooked before he get out, it's like there was nothing. And I ain't gonna ever cape for the Oscars. F the Oscars. I don't care about the Oscars. But I just feel like there is a reason. Like Denzel's star power, he was already a star, but his star power completely changed around that era. There's a reason. Like, that is when I hopped on a train. So I added in Remember the Titans because when I talk about pre me not being a Denzel fan and post me being a Denzel fan, I always equate it to his early 2000s run. But Remember the Titans ain't a part of that. I mean, it's in the run, but that's not the part of the run that I talk about of me becoming a fan. It was Training Day. It was John Q. It was Antoine Fisher. It was Out of Time. It was Man on Fire. It was Manchurian Candidate. It was Inside Man. It was Deja Vu. It was American. It was that early 2000s, like that decade run for me that I was like, oh, hell. Now I'm on board. Now I get it. So I was never one of them people like, oh, why did he have to be a crooked cop and a bad guy before he got? I was never that person because that's when I stood up and took notice. Because I'm sorry, Pelican Brief, playing it safe. Philadelphia, playing it safe. And I don't even, it just is what it is. Remember the Titans had a lot of good actors in it, not a rapper, but Wood Harris is so underrated to me. Oh, I agree. I get actively angry thinking about the actors that I feel like should be like top Hollywood like stars. Bokeem Woodbine, Wood Harris, Derek Luke, Alfre Woodard, Delroy Lindo, and I feel like I'm forgetting people, but I get actively angry when I see Bokeem Woodbine. Like, why is he not the biggest? Like, I feel like they should literally be on like Meryl Streep level. Like the way people like hold up Meryl Streep. That's how I feel about Delroy Lindo and Alfre Woodard and like Bokeem Woodbine. Just talent out of this world. And I'm just like, it pissed me off so bad seeing Bokeem Woodbine have that little penny ante role in Overlord. Phenomenal movie, but I was so pissed off that he had that little role. I was actively pissed off watching Alfre Woodard play the side sacrificial Negro in that Annabelle movie. Like, I get actively angry. Literally. When I saw Derek Luke, and where is Derek Luke? I ain't seen him do shit. I feel like I ain't seen Derek Luke do nothing since the Purge TV show. But Derek Luke played a little side penny ante role in this. Oh, I always forget the name of this movie. What is the name of this movie? It's a really, really good movie. What is this damn movie called? Oh, he has been playing and stuff, just nothing that's on my radar. Selfless. There's a movie from 2015 called Selfless that stars Ryan Mufkin Reynolds, who I cannot Mufkin stand, and Derek. It's a really good movie. Derek Luke plays this little, not a little penny ante role like Bokeem Woodbine and Overlord, but it's just a little side small role. And I remember, as much as I really like that movie, that's a good movie. I remember being actively mad. Like, why is Derek Luke not playing the lead? Why is it Ryan Reynolds? Like, I get actively angry. Like, I feel like there is so much talent. And then you have folks that's super mediocre that get like 5-star roles in a year. That Dennis Quaid's son, the kid who played the killer in Scream 5, I literally have seen him in like 5 new movies this year. Leading roles. He's mediocre as hell. It's a bum ass actor. And your daddy is mediocre as well. And like, it makes me actively so angry to see these mediocre ass actors. And I'm just like, but Delroy Lindo not starring in shit? But Bokeem Woodbine not starring in shit? Like, it grinds my muffin gears. Oh my God. I'm just like, please, somebody write the material for them and cast them. Like, talent out of this world. Oh, and but you know what? He gets more roles though than everybody I just named. But I don't feel like he gets like the respect. Especially after A Quiet Place 2. Ooh, A Quiet Place 2 pissed me the hell. Not A Quiet Place 2, A Quiet Place Day 1 pissed me the hell off. Demon Hensu. Now, that man played a lot of stuff. Way more than everybody else I just named, but he's on their level as far as not getting the respect that his just due. Demon Hensu is literally one of the greatest actors of all time, if you ask me. That man can muffin act. But they be doing my boy so dirty. When I saw Quiet Place Part 2, and I love that movie. Oh, I saw that movie ad nauseum the year it came out. I'm obsessed with Quiet Place Part 2. But they made me so mad. I was like, he would have got more screen time in you know how they be doing the special guest celebrity episodes of SVU? Y'all, my nigga could have been over there and got more screen time. So then when they announced that Demon Hensu was going to come back for A Quiet Place Day 1, y'all, I got so hyped. I said, finally, he gonna be the center. It's gonna follow him and his family, and we gonna find out how they got over there to that island on them boats. They gonna finally do my man justice and give him a starring role. Hell nah. He had a penny ante ass role in Day 1. A smaller role than he did in Part 2. I said, what the fuck y'all bring him back for? They be playing on my man. They be playing on my man. Demon Hensu be acting his ass off. Acting that. Let's go through the credits. Because y'all not about to play with Demon Hensu. We not. And then when Baby came out talking about he ain't really got no money, oh, I get so actively mad. I get so actively mad. We got to go through the credits because he gonna act down at everything he do. Oh, I love Deep Rising. That's my movie. Gladiator. We got a banger at the beginning. I remember Biker Boys. That hasn't aged well. Constantine. Demai Hensu as Midnight and Constantine. Don't play with my man. Don't play with him. Oh, I like the island. And I liked him. And the island makes me sad because I feel like the island suffered from people just like to hate on Michael Bay. But the island also suffered from bad marketing. I actively remember seeing the island in theaters, and I actively remember the trailer and like the marketing and that title. But great performance from Demai Hensu. Blood Diamond. And if I'm not mistaken, I hope my memory is not deceiving me. But if I remember correctly, I was so angry about Leo getting an Oscar nomination for Blood Diamond and Demai Hensu didn't. Am I making that up? Am I remembering that correctly? I remember Never Back Down. Push is a good one. He had a good performance in there. Demai Hensu be acting. Demai Hensu was in Furious 7. Demai Hensu was in a Fast and the Furious movie. Oh, my memory bad. I do not remember Demai Hensu in a Fast and the Furious movie. Am I tripping? Oh, which one is this? Which one is this? Deckard Shaw seeks revenge against Dominique Toretto and his family for his comatose brother. Is this the one where Jason Statham popped in for the first time? Is that what this is? Okay, yeah, that's Jason Statham. Who the hell was Demai Hensu in a Fast and the Furious movie? Oh, that's finna bug me. I do not remember him in there. But anyway, Wayward Pines was a good ass show. But anyway, the point is, they be playing on my man Top. And they need to put some respect on his name. But I get actively angry when I think about these actors. I feel this way about Lynn Whitfield. She should have been bigger in Hollywood because her acting is outstanding. Lynn Whitfield is a really good actor. I may not be as well versed because y'all know I only watch certain types of movies, but I've never been a big Lynn Whitfield fan because I feel like she always just gonna play like a evil woman, and she plays it well, but not well rounded. But she could just be typecast, and that that's never the actor's fault. Definitely, The Wire is one all-time favorite show, hands down. Been a fan of Wood Harris since he played Avon in The Wire. Can't unsee him as evil Dave Chappelle. Who is evil Dave Chappelle? I know you're not talking. Who is evil Dave Chappelle? Bokeem Woodbine should have had an Oscar for Jason's lyric. He should have had an Oscar for Jason's lyric. Bokeem Wood. I swear it literally just makes me so mad. And I just be like, I hope these actors know how great they are. Like, even if they don't get their just due in Hollywood, like, I just hope Bokeem Woodbine knows, like, how proud he should be of himself and his performances. Because Bokeem Woodbine that's my dude. Bokeem Woodbine is evil Dave Chappelle? They say he looks like evil Dave Chappelle. I don't see it. I've never heard that. I don't see it. I don't see. You know who I always thought Dave Chappelle looks like? Do y'all know who Gary Sinise is? I always thought Dave Chappelle looked like the black Gary Sinise. But Bokeem Woodbine and Dave Chappelle don't look anything alike to me. I mean, is it the bald head? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't give yeah, I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing it at all. I've never heard of that. I don't know where I've been. But I've never heard that a day in my life. That sounds insane. Was Bokeem Woodbine on the Dave Chappelle show? I don't know how that started. Never mind. I don't even want to. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Forget it. Like, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole at all. As a matter of fact, what was the last booking Bokeem Woodbine got? My poor baby. Has my poor man been in anything recently? Because the last thing I remember him in was Overlord. Okay, he been acting. Okay. In some high rated stuff. Oh, like one episode of TV series. My poor man. Oh yeah, he was in I think like season 2 of that Fargo TV show. He was in Queen and Slim. Oh yeah, he was in Shadow of the Moon. And there go my Overlord movie. Bokeem Woodbine was in an episode of Snowfall. I don't remember him on that show. When I tell you, it's literally scary how bad my mind is. Like, it's scary the things I forget. Bokeem Woodbine was in a Spider-Man movie. Did my man have a real role? Or was it just a little penny ante role? It says Herman Schultz / Shocker #2. Do I need to watch Spider-Man Homecoming? Does he have a real legitimate role in that movie? His filmography making me mad. It looks like the most he gets is one episode of a TV show. I be wondering what else these actors are doing to like take care of themselves, because I'm pretty sure he's not making a sustainable living just from acting. Oh, his very first role was for a movie that was Forrest Whitaker's directorial debut. That's cool. Jason's Lyric was only his second movie, and he was acting like that. Oh, my man got talent. Oh, my man got talent. Jason's Lyric was only his second movie. And after Jason's Lyric, he moved to California to pursue his dream of acting. Okay, now I'm going down a rabbit hole. Okay, sorry. Oh, yes. Yes, he was really good in Ray, but it's always a small role. Oh, that be making me mad. It's always a small role. I will see Spider-Man Homecoming if he has more than just a small role. If I'm gonna have to sit through a 3-hour Spider-Man movie for 20 minutes of Bokeem Woodbine, that's gonna piss me off. Oh, okay. That settles that then. That settles that. You can pass that by. All right. I guess my man ain't really in there. I guess it's another little penny ante role like Overlord. Overlord was disrespectful. That was a disrespectful role. I feel like that tells me the brother needed the money, because sir, why were you even there? That was so disrespectful. You do not have somebody like Bokeem Woodbine do something. Oh, that made me mad. That made me mad so bad. Okay, sorry. um Okay. My eyes getting tired now. I'm getting sleepy. But they mess with your mind, man. Mess with your mind. Yes, I don't like the Total Recall remake. Well, at least from the last time I saw it. I saw the I actually don't like the original Total Recall. But I remember I saw Total Recall remake when it came out and I didn't like it. But I did love Bokeem Woodbine. I love they messing with your mind, man. I just remember Bokeem Woodbine saying they messing with your mind, man. I just remember him like saying that. I mean, you know what? I need to rewatch the Total Recall remake. I'm very surprised that that has passed me by because typically I always like to rewatch. Oh, it's free on Netflix right now. There we go. I always like to rewatch movies that I don't like, and I've never rewatched the Total Recall remake. So I am long overdue. Bryan Cranston was in the Total Recall remake? I do not remember that. What the John? Okay, yeah, I gotta go rewatch the Total Recall remake. Maybe I'll like it now, but yeah, and it's so crazy because when I was growing up, I loved Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my god, crazy by Arnold Schwarzenegger. But two of his most famous movies, I really can't stand, and that's Total Recall and True Lies. I hate True Lies. The only thing I like about True Lies is Bill Paxton. And I have tried to watch True Lies probably at least 4 times over the course of my lifetime. And I never like it. I actively hate Total Recall. I mean, well, I hate Total Recall, but I absolutely hate True Lies. I do not like that movie. I don't like that movie at all. It just, I don't know. And that's the beauty of movies. We all watch the same thing and have completely different experiences with it. But I am getting tired. My eyes is burning. You ever be so tired your eyes be burning? Do that just be me? Like I feel like I can't even really open my eyes right now. Like I feel like I be so sometimes I get so tired. Like I can't even open my eyes. Oh, you know what I hate? When I used to work in the office, I swear, like every day around the same time, like midday, I would get so tired. I could barely hold my eyes open. Like I would feel like I was hit with a tranquilizer and was fighting to stay awake. Oh my God. That would literally happen every single solitary day when I was working in the office. And I remember I was sitting in front of my computer because the way like I was, you came up to the back of me, you didn't see the front of me unless you like came next to my desk. I would have my hand on the mouse and I would click clack sporadically, but my eyes would be closed. On them people's job. And I would literally have my eyes closed for like an hour. Because I would just randomly click clack the mouse. So, so your screen don't fall asleep and it could like get the sense that I'm working. And I would literally sit there, eyes closed, just click clack. Oh my God. One of my favorite Arnold movies is Kindergarten Cop. He was on a roll back in the day with the movies. Yo, look, look. Y'all be getting on me because I never watched like the hood movies, but this is what I was spending my time watching. We got to pull up the filmography because talk about having a run. I used to love Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Van Damme. Oh, I used to love those guys. And I would watch every single movie. Now I do remember I liked Conan the Barbarian movies. I've never seen them outside of being a kid, so I don't remember them. Of course, The Terminator. Love Commando. Love Commando. I still watch. I rewatched that. Raw Deal. Hold on, which one is Raw Deal? Oh, yeah. Raw Deal hasn't aged so well for me, but I saw that recently. You know what's funny though? Predator. My favorite Predator movie is Predator 2 with Danny Glover. And I actually saw Predator 2 before I saw the first Predator. And maybe that's why I love it more. Um Arnold Schwarzenegger was on an episode of Tales from the Crypt. I don't remember that, but I'm pretty sure I saw it because I used to love Tales from the Crypt. Total Recall, I don't like that movie. Kindergarten Cop is my ish. Of course, Terminator 2. Oh my God, Last Action Hero. I was obsessed with Last Action Hero. And you know how we were just talking about when I would watch a movie as a kid and then I would look for it because I didn't know what the movie was? Do y'all know how long I spent looking for Last Action Hero? I finally found it, I think, when I was like a teenager or late teens. But I remember going around like, what was the movie where the kid got transported into the movie? Like he had a movie ticket and nobody knew what the hell I was talking about. But I finally found it like my late teens. The Last Action Hero, that's my ish. Don't like True Lies. Eraser. End of Days, that's probably my favorite. Now, I got a ton of favorite Arnold movies, but End of Days is probably my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger like role, like performance. I remember I liked The Sixth Day, but I haven't seen that in a while. I like Collateral Damage, haven't seen it in a while. And you know what? I really liked Terminator 3 when it came out. I was obsessed. I loved it. That movie has aged very poorly. That is such a mediocre ass movie, and that is the worst John Connor ever. Oh no, it was the worst John Connor ever cast until Terminator Genesis. That was the worst. Oh, I love those Expendables movies. Oh, The Last Stand is so good. The Last Stand is good. Escape Plan is good. Oh, Sabotage is good. Maggie pissed me off. That was boring as hell. That was boring as hell. Okay, now we get into the latter half of the career, and it ain't really hitting. Terminator Dark Fate did not deserve the hate. That is a good ass movie. Okay, yeah, we're in the later part of the career. But man, I used to love Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. I used to be obsessed. Yes, that The Last Action Hero. That is top tier. That is a top tier movie. Oh my god. Oh, oh. I usually get eyelid wipes from the pharmacy. It really helps to eliminate the. Oh well. Oh. I didn't know nobody's eyes was burnt. Yeah, I just mean like when you get sleepy. I just mean when you get like real sleepy and tired, and your eyes get like heavy. Like you can't hold them open. But yeah, I'm glad you got those wipes though. That kid was in a lot of stuff back then too. Oh, the kid from Last Action Hero. Um, what else was this kid in? He was Danny, right? Oh shoot! Now it's coming back to me seeing the filmography. Lawnmower Man, Last Action Hero, My Girl 2, The Babysitters Club, Touched by an Angel. I was seeing this kid a lot back in the day. Oh, poor kid had a small little run. I don't know what happened to him because all the credits just no more credits. I don't know what happened to him. Did I see Apollo 13? Nah, I don't think I did. That don't look like my kind of movie, especially not at that age. Lawnmower Man is one of those movies that I loved when I was a kid, but then I grew up and tried to watch it, and I was like, "What the hell was wrong with me?" Um, yeah, Lawnmower Man was not hitting. Hey, blueberry ricotta cheese pancakes. Hey, from LA, Nickey. Child, I'm always late, but I'm here. Girl, you so late. We about to go. You so late, it's over. I love Sidekicks with Chuck Norris too from back then. You know what? I loved the Walker Texas Ranger, and I think he had a few movies that I liked. I wasn't as big into Chuck Norris. Um, and I can't even remember the few movies that I liked because I've never rewatched them. Like I watched them when I was a kid and have never seen them. But now I absolutely have to look up Sylvester Stallone, who ruined my childhood because he's a Trump supporter. But man, I used to love these guys. Oh my God. Like my life was watching movies. Oh, and I used to love these guys. Of course, I'm pretty sure he's going to start with Rocky, which I'm actually not a fan of the Rocky franchise. I mean, why would I be? I don't care anything about boxing. Really, the only Rocky movie I like is the one where he fights the Russian. That's the only one I like. I've rewatched that a few times. First Blood is good. I actually don't remember the Rambo movies. I just saw First Blood and I considered it a first time watch because I saw them as a kid once, but it felt like a first time watch. I literally did not remember that movie. And I need to see like the subsequent sequels. I like Cobra, but that has aged terribly. I used to love Cobra, but I tried to see it like last year and it was god awful. I actually don't like Tango and Cash. I've tried to see it like twice and I can never even finish it. I really don't like that movie. Cliffhanger is my ish. Oh, we had Cliffhanger on VHS and I used to play that out. Love Demolition Man, but I haven't seen it I feel like I haven't seen Demolition Man since I was a kid. But I know I used to love it. Used to love Judge Dredd. Assassins is my Daylight. Oh, Daylight is my movie. Copland is my movie. Oh, Copland is so good. I used to love Ants, and I only watched it for Sylvester Stallone. Oh, I'm not really seeing. Oh, I do like the Rambo 2008. I saw that recently. Of course, I just said I like Expendables. Bullet to the Head. I saw it once when it came out. That was really good. The Escape Plan movie is good. Sylvester Stallone was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Sylvester Stallone was on an episode of This Is Us. Now, these Escape Plan sequels are pretty terrible, but I actually just watched Escape Plan The Extractors for the first time, and I went into it with no expectations or low expectations because the rating is so terrible. I actually really liked it. Rambo Last Blood is good. Oh, Samaritan? That was good. I think I talked about Samaritan on like my early, like first go off with Nickey like 3 years ago when I would talk about like still talk about random stuff, but that is where I would talk about certain movies that didn't get like a dedicated review. And if I remember correctly, I talked about Samaritan. I need to give that a rewatch. I've only seen it once and I remember I loved it. I did like Tulsa King, but I've gotten off of that train. But yeah, these guys had great run. And I feel like looking back at the filmography, they don't have the run that I like remember in my head, especially Sylvester Stallone. I don't know why. Maybe I was just watching the same movies over and over again, but he doesn't have a lot of movies in his filmography that like were bangers. I feel like the most of a run I see is a little scattered run. Cliffhanger, Demolition Man, The Specialist, Judge Dredd, Assassins, Daylight, Copland, and Eye for an Eye. I don't know why they have Eye for an Eye listed as Detox. What the hell? That's why I missed it the first time. Um, but that isn't technically a run because it's like years in between stuff. But that's the most of a run I see. Like actually sitting and looking at his filmography, he doesn't have the bangers that like are in my memory. I feel like every time I turned around as a kid, I was watching a Sylvester Stallone or Arnold movie. But looking at the filmography, Arnold got more bangers than Sylvester. I must have just been watching Cliffhanger every year. Like I must have just been watching the same movies because the hits is looking a little light. I feel like the only movies that I see that I consider hits, again, I don't remember all the early Rambo sequels, but on rewatch, I wasn't crazy about the first Rambo. So the only bangers to me, Cliffhanger. I don't remember Demolition Man, but I'm gonna throw that in there because I know I used to love it. I don't remember Judge Dredd, but I'm gonna throw that in there because I know I used to love it. I feel like the Specialist hasn't aged well. Assassins, I don't love as much. I used to love Assassins. I watched it recently. It's okay, but I'm gonna still consider it a banger because I loved it. Daylight Copland, like that's it. Oh, he ain't even got two hands worth of bangers. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of. It's not giving what I thought it was giving. It's not giving what I thought it was giving. Going back looking at the filmography. But I got to get up out of here, kids. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the live that we did earlier, talking about the best revenge movies. Thank you so much for being here as we just chit chat about bad actors and other random things. Maybe why in my face? Why in my face? It's gonna try and stick her lizard tongue out, and I know she is. That's why I'm like scared to put my face near her, because if she don't do nothing else, she gonna try to goddamn lick me. I gotta be. Why you bother me? Why you bother me? But thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next one.